All right, Andrew is back from the Dant and Sons right here in Frankfurt. And the last time you were out, it was a pretty interesting day. You were talking about the National Geographic moment where we actually saw the queen come out, which is fairly interesting.
I remember when we were in your hives, you had multiple queen cells, and depending on how many of them hatched, we'll kind of see when we get in here in just a minute, your hive could have possibly swarmed 2, maybe even 3 times since the last time we were in it. Another issue we've had this year with such a heavy honey flow is hives becoming what we call honey bound, which they actually fill up the hive with so much honey that the queen has nowhere to lay. If they're stopping up the hive with so much honey that she can't lay, that's not good, because
Can't you pull that?
You can pull. You can pull those frames out, even if it's not capped yet. If you pull them, put them directly into a freezer so you can save that for them later, and put in a new frame so it gives her some space to try to lay. But unfortunately, sometimes you just don't catch it until her pheromone levels will also drop because she's not in full laying mode, and sometimes they may even kill the queen.
Now we got this hive going on over here with all the crazy activity and queen cells, but it was she's laying good. The queen in there is doing her job.
Yeah.
The orange hive that we visited last time, we took advantage of the situation over here. There was no queen here, and you popped in a frame. So I'm anxious to see if anybody's doing anything over there today too.
Yep, and came a little prepared today. If we get in there and we don't see much of brood or anything, we actually brought an extra queen just in case.
Well, let's see what's happening, man. I'm anxious.
All right. What I'm doing here is just getting a frame rest on here that if you don't have an extra pair of hands, you can sit your frames right here as you're doing a little inspection. And what we're seeing here is we got honey, lots and lots of honey.
And that's what you put on new last time. So is that?
Yes,
pretty...
This is all what we put on new last time. They've worked just about every frame in here. Judging by how far they've already pulled everything here, if they don't go through too much of their stores, there's a good possibility that you'll have a fall flow this year. The real thing we need to see is in the bottom brood box. We need to make sure that it's not completely honey bound and that the queen does have room down there to lay. And we still have some brood going here. You know what? I have not come across the queen cell yet, knock on wood. So that's a good thing. That means they have plenty of room and they don't feel like they need to supersede their queen. Looks like she's laying pretty well in addition to that. And there's the queen running around here. She looks really good.
So another big thumbs up for that hive.
Yeah, this hive is doing very well. Because they've done very well pulling all this comb out and the box is really heavy, we're gonna go ahead and put on a super, allow them to go ahead and start drawing comb. I'm probably gonna put in a queen excluder just to make sure that the queen stays down into our brood boxes here. I like them because they keep them keeps the queen from laying inside of your super. Even some of your bigger beekeepers, some believe in the queen excluder, some don't. It makes a lot easier come extracting time to not have to worry about working around the brood. And of course, we got our frames here. I should also lead into this. Our more experienced beekeepers like to do. They like to come in and put another coat or sometimes even a third coat of wax on these. It's really hard to see in the daylight, but it really helps out the bees move things along. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to the orange hive, see if we got brood. If we got brood, hopefully we have a nice queen in there. Let's see what we got going on in this super first. And they are already packing in, oh, we already got some capped here. And that's an outside frame, so that's a good telling sign that by the end of this honey flow, you may have a full super.
I like the sound of that. Now the thing we want to see here, Andrew, is obviously we want to see some egg laying going on, correct?
Correct.
Because that wasn't happening last time.
That is an excellent sign. This is a top brood box, and we've already got brood.
So we got a queen working somewhere.
We got a queen. So one of those queens that we put in she went out, mated, came back. Now she's working full tilt.
Boom, we've reestablished this hive as a working hive.
Yep. I'm gonna take a look at the bottom here as well, see what we got going on down there. And this is exactly what we want to see. They're not stopping up the hive too much with honey. We got larvae, we got cat brood, of course. So she is doing her job. Excellent. With this one, I'll leave the queen excluder off, primarily because that second brood box was not honey bound. They had honey in it, but they also had a lot of brood, and there was still plenty of room for the queen to lay.
Folks see this segment, they want to find out more about bees, how do they do that?
Well, they can call us, and that phone number is 502-848-0000. And you can log on to dedant.com and click on the shop tab and literally find just about anything you need.
So, did you say 2 A pluses?
2 A pluses.
Well, you know, that I've got a dog being trained, a sheepdog. And the last grade he got was a D. So my dog's got a D, the bee's got an A. Makes me happy. Well, thank you very much for coming out, man.
You're very
I
welcome.
appreciate it.